There is one thing many people do not know.
Right.
When Nkrumah built the airport, he needed to name it. You understand?
Yeah.
So he recollected the idea of giving a woman's name to it. Don't forget.
Really, a woman?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Kwame Nkrumah's teacher was Agri at Achimota School.
Right.
And it was Agri who used to tell his students that if you educate a man, you educate an individual. If you educate a woman, you educate a whole nation. That was what Agri was saying. And Kwame Nkrumah, when he was a student at Achimota, anytime Agri left the class, he would be imitating his voice. He would stand on the table and say that just as they call Agri of Africa, one day they will call me to Kwame Nkrumah of Africa. So everything Agri was Nkrumah. He started speaking like the way Agri spoke. Now he met Otumfuo Agyemang Prempeh II that if this airport should be great, it should be named after a great Ghanaian. And Nkrumah, putting his pen down to paper, discovered that it was one famous Ghanaian he could immediately remember, who incidentally and luckily for him was a woman. That woman who in 1900 led the Ashanti people to fight the Battle of the Golden Stool or the War of the Golden Stool in order to protect that Golden Stool. Mind you, the British, let's say the English,
yes,
were those who took away the Stone of Scotland. And to date, the Scottish are not happy about that. It was the British who took away the Star of India, about the biggest diamond cut ever discovered. They took it away. Then don't forget that in Nigeria, Benin Empire, they took the Benin bronze. And then Italians also took away the obelisks from Ethiopia. In almost every country you could imagine, these Westerners had pilfered something of value, a great heritage, irreplaceable value, taken away from the people. But in the case of Ashanti, when the men so cowardly wanted to give up the stool, because at the end of it all, the one who had the stool, who possessed the stool, had been taken away to Seychelles. So if they come again wanting to fight us and the stool is not for, why don't you go and give them? It was Yaw Anokye who was able to mobilize them, motivate them to fight to the last blood in order to protect it. And I should add that at that time, Ashanti had been divided into three. The Bekwai people, and when you cross the Pra, you know, before you reach Kumasi, you pass through Amansia, the Bekwai territory. They aided the white people. All the Bekwai area, the Amansia people aided the British soldiers. And then the Mampong people decided to stay away completely. And then it was left with Kumasi, Ejeso, and then Ofenso that formed one army to protect the stool by putting up a fight. And when you read history, it tells you that the Ashantis fought like wounded lions. They put everything into it. And at the end of it all, they lost 2,000 men. They were defeated, utterly defeated. But their pride was kept, completely kept, protected.
And that...